You ever have these times when you randomly get excited and you get this idea to transform your life and you're super excited about it. You freaking, mark out the day that you're gonna start hustling and all this stuff. And you start and things are going super well. You're hitting the gym, you're meditating, you're doing all the good habits, you're well on your way to reaching your goals. And you look at everyone else's lives around you and you can't help but be proud of yourself because of how disciplined and consistent you are with the work that you do. But all of a sudden, a few slip ups happen. You just fall off a little bit. You're just taking part in a bit more of your older habits than you probably should. Days, weeks, months go by, and now you're back to your old self. Maybe even worse. This is unfortunately what happens to most people when they get this idea of starting a new challenge. We all know New Year's resolutions. People start, and then eventually, it's slowly but surely, they go whoop, and then they just slowly come off. It's sad because they watch some kind of a video that motivates them and they realize that they need to change their life and they take action, but it unfortunately just doesn't work out most times for most people. And most people will often blame this on the lack of discipline, lack of motivation, lack of staying consistent, whatever you want to say, but it's none of that. There's a reason that's way deeper than all of this. An issue of not knowing exactly who you are yet. Most people, when they take on a new challenge, what is their mindset like? Okay, I'm this guy that's not so great, and now I'm going to try and improve myself to become this guy who's much better. Now this is the mindset that a lot of people get into, and that is not going to work, bro. It's a very puny kind of a mindset. It won't work. You see, all of us have an idea of ourselves in our own head, in terms of how our personality is, what we like, what we dislike, how good we are at certain things. We all have an idea, an identity within ourselves of who we are, and every action we do on a daily basis is an outcome of what we actually think of ourselves. And when you're trying to take on a new challenge, and if you tell yourself you're going to try to do it, it's going to fail you. In 2022, when I took on self-improvement, literally maximum 2 weeks into it, I could step out of the house and I could look at people around me and think, damn, I'm freaking better than these people. And you might even think that's coming across as cocky or overconfident, but that's kind of what you actually need to be. You need to have that little bit of ego in yourself that I am better than everyone around me if you're going to be the best. You can't be like, oh, I'm going to try to be better. That's just no. I almost made myself think that I almost forced my brain to think that literally a few days into self-improvement, okay, I am this disciplined guy. Even though I've only been doing it for a few days, I am this disciplined guy. I'm not trying to go to the gym every day. I do go to the gym every day. Doesn't matter if it's only been 3 days, but I already do it. It's not something I'm trying to do, trying this, trying that. I am already that person. And I'm not asking you to go and yap about yourself to other people and talk about yourself in such a great manner to other people, but you have to talk about yourself to yourself in that manner. It's like you have to keep convincing yourself that you are that person, that great person that you want to be. You have to convince yourself that you already are that person. You can't, like I said, you can't think of yourself as this person who's not so great and you're trying to get better. That's just not going to work, because eventually down the line, that mindset where, okay, you still know that you are the previous version of yourself, and that will correlate you getting into your previous habits. It's not going to allow you to move forward. A lot of people, why do they start out so amazingly when they get goals? Literally a couple of days ago, I remember there's this couple that's come to the gym. They're running on the treadmill every day like there's no tomorrow, and I know most times, if I'm going to be right, probably in about a month's time I'm never going to see them again. And the reason is because you're super motivated and you race off, but eventually that mindset of, okay, I'm still that person that doesn't exercise, I'm still that person that doesn't work hard, I'm still that person that eats crap, is going to get the better of you. You're going to slowly but surely fall back into being that person, sometimes even worse than what you previously were. So you need to, before you get into things like work and efforts and forming a routine or whatever of what you need to do, you have the basics, like how when you're setting a building, the first freaking block is the most important, because the rest of it is not going to matter if you don't place the first one right. And that first one is your identity. What do you think of yourself? Who are you? I probably titled the video something like that. Who are you? Because if you don't know who the heck you are and you still think of yourself as that old version of yourself, surely but slowly you'll fall back into that. So you need to create a new identity, and I don't care if you may think it's overconfident, but you have to be overconfident. You have to. You look at all the great athletes. Do they think, I'm going to try to be this great athlete? No. When they were a kid, they're like, okay, I'm going to be the greatest freaking whatever player on the planet. And then they become it. Obviously, not everyone becomes it, because the effort you put in does matter. But that mindset is like more than half of what it takes to be the person you want to be.